Hey guys, and welcome to Dee Talk Live Thursdays with me, Dee. I hope everybody is having a magnificent evening. It is gorgeous out there tonight. What is going on? What is everybody doing? It's so beautiful. I hope we're all having a lovely evening. It's probably one of the last actual summer evenings or summer nights or balmy nights that we're actually gonna have. So please take it and do something with it. Use it, because tonight is going to be beautiful wherever you are. I'm just letting you guys know it is going to get a little bit cooler later on, but remember, take advantage of it, because it is probably one of the last beautiful nights and days that that we've had. Oh, Georgia, you're beautiful. Thank you. How are you? Thank you. You're beautiful. Tonight's topic is another topic that's quite dear to me, because I was never able or allowed when I was younger to have one of these, which is a pet. And my parents, they were very against pets. Maybe it was a wog mentality thing. You know, I don't know if many of you have had that as well. I did, and we weren't allowed, but I always wanted one. So it's a thing in my mind that eventually will come into fruition. So I am going to buy a dog one day. The closest thing that we were allowed to have was goldfish, and they used to die all the time while my mum used to cook, because we used to have them in the kitchen. So go mum. And every time I would come home, there would be one dead. So what they would do was go and buy one before I actually came home, because I would get really, really upset and I would start crying. Because what basically happens is, when you have a pet, they are not only a pet to you, they become part of your family. And they become a companion. They become your best friend. And that's why it's really, really hard, because pets are beautiful human beings. And they've got a connection with you. You have a connection with pets, because in reality, pets are actually human beings as well. Like, they have a soul and they're able to connect with people. And that's what it's all about, because we live in a universal world where you have all this beautiful energy. And that energy is always dispersed to each individual person, but also to the pets, to the living, breathing things that we have on this planet. And we form an understanding, and we form a communication and a relationship. And that's what pets are like. A lot of my girlfriends, a lot of my friends have got pets, and they're like their babies. They look after them like, you know, they're children, you know, and they're the most important people to them. So pets are a very important demographic. They're a very important thing to have, especially if you're living by yourself as well, and especially due to the fact at the moment that we're going such trying times, because not many people have got the opportunity to really interact with humans, because obviously we've had the lockdowns, we've had many things happening around, and another thing is the fact that people live so far away as well, like as in their loved ones too. So that's why it's so hard for them to establish that human interaction. Therefore, the next best choice, the next best thing, is to buy a pet, to get something that, you know, will fill that void in their life and make them feel better, you know, because even in regards to, there are a lot of health benefits as well. You know, it helps with depression. They actually help with making you really happy. They fulfill your life. They're like another human being, in other words. And that's why they're so important. And most of the times, I think that's why people tend to buy them. One of the main reasons, and probably one of the most important as well, is because parents believe that, you know, they'll be a good, you know, toy or something to, like, for the kids to play with. So that's the reason why they tend to buy their kids pets. But in reality, what the parent doesn't actually realize is eventually that pet becomes the kids, or the adults, let's just say, best friend. And if something does happen to that pet, you know, the adult, it really does hurt because it's like you're losing someone. It's like you're losing your family. And it's really, really hard because you've had them for so long, you know, and you've been with them for so long. So you maintain a bond, you maintain a friendship, and you maintain something that obviously you're going to have forever. So hence why people buy pets as well. And somebody had said something to me yesterday that I had actually written in the post, because I had asked a lot of people too, why do you buy pets? Like, what is the whole reason? And somebody had said to me that I bought a pet because they'd give me the unconditional love every single day that no one could. And that's to do with a relationship context as well. And, you know, your pet, regardless, will always love you no matter what. And I think that's the type of message, or the type of meaning behind what he said to me was, and I thought it was absolutely beautiful, because it's true. When they look at you, it's as though the sun shines out of your bottom, you know, and I'm not going to say the other word, but it's true. They're very important, you know, and especially when you're living by yourself, because this person actually lives by himself as well. So for him, it was always about having that unconditional love every single day and not being disappointed by another female, I guess, yeah? So see how analogies work out? See how you're able to actually dissect what people say sometimes. You're able to fathom the ideas in a way where people have their reasons in buying pets. And obviously, most of the times it is for company. It's a longing for interaction. It's longing for being with someone or having someone there when you don't. And especially, as I said, when you're when you're by yourself, when you're living by yourself, it's hard sometimes. And especially throughout, you know, what we've been through, you know, it was a major choice for many people. And it was a great choice, I believe, too, because they weren't living with anyone, and, you know, they didn't really have someone there, you know. Even though people believe that, you know, pets sometimes, oh, they're a pet. They're actually a real person in reality, like a human being, because it's as though they're there with you and they're right beside you, and they're giving you that love and support and that companionship that you don't necessarily have at that stage, and you might have. But for some people, they're their best friends, and they're those types of so the pet in reality is going to be with them for the rest of their lives, because that's what they want, and that's, you know, for some people, and they choose that. So, but I thought it was very, very interesting, because it is all about human interaction. And one of the main ideals to support my argument and this question today in regards to why do people buy pets, you know, is part of, obviously, the COVID, you know, because there were so many things going on. We even went into relationship specifics as well, because when you're in COVID, it's quite hard to actually find someone to date, and that was what we did with Dee Love Talk. So there were specific things that came up, and we actually spoke about them, saying, oh, this is what's happening, and this is what, you know, so how do you deal with COVID, you know, while being alone and by yourself? Because it's a very, very interesting topic. And that's why we decided today, why do people buy pets? What is the reason why they do what they do? And it has something to do with that, because it's all in connection. It's just got to do with the interaction. It's got to do with the longing of, like, not that you speak to them. You might speak to them, though, because there's many people that do actually speak to their pets and have that conversation. And that's how the actual pet tends to recognize their owner's voice. And there's a lot of articles as well, if you guys wanted to have a look and you were interested on this topic, about how a lot of owners tend to look like their pets as well. And they sure as Nelly do. They sure as Nelly do. If you go on there and you look it up and you Google it, you'll be able to see that, yes, they actually do. Anyway, thank you to everybody for joining me tonight. It's been a short one tonight because I don't think there's much we can really say on this beautiful topic unless anyone else wants to add to this beautiful topic. It's really balmy in here on these lights. It's crazy. It's like I'm at the MCG. We used to say that all the time when I used to work on Chapel Street. It was crazy because the lights were so bright. And it's quite warm as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. And I hope everybody goes out and enjoys this beautiful weather. Hello to everybody who is out there. I can see you. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, just enjoy tonight. Have a fabulous evening. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. And I will see you guys again for Dee Talk Live. Mondays for Love Talk. We've got an amazing topic. You guys are not going to want to miss this, because this is one premeditated topic that I actually spoke about because somebody messaged us about this topic and asked us if we could talk about it because he's in this specific circumstance. So this is crazy. This is a big windfall for us. And we're very appreciative for the questions and the messages and everything. Everybody's just been sending through such beautiful topics for us to actually cover. As was tonight as well. Yes, Patricia MCG, do you remember? Back in the Papuzzi days, if anybody remembers Papuzzi, there's a shoe shop in Chapel Street and it was so much fun. We had so many great memories there too. Thank you again to you all for joining me tonight. I love you so much. So much love and light to everyone. Please take care of yourselves and I hope you have a magnificent evening. Really go out there and do something because I'm thinking it probably is one of the last ones we're going to have, guys. Love you so much. Much love and light. See you guys on Monday for Dee Love Talk Mondays. Bye. Love you, love you, love you. Oh, also, have a great weekend as well because we have the weekend in 2 days. Enjoy it. And I'll see you guys next week with some more interesting information, especially our onset location out of Melbourne. We're leaving. We're getting out of here. Can you tell I'm really excited? It's going to be the first Dee Talk Live on location. I'm so ecstatically wrapped. Love you guys. Have an amazing evening. Bye.